Hello and welcome, Chiefs Kingdom, to another episode of... Alright, so the Chiefs are now 3-0 on the season. They went in the road game and beat the San Diego Chargers. They went on a road game and beat the LA Chargers. It was another hard-fought win, and we're lucky that we got out of that the way we did. It wasn't the prettiest win, but these Chiefs are really showing grit now in these first 3 games of the season, and they're on a roll, baby. So I wanted your guys' thoughts as the fans, and I asked for your opinions on the game or the whole season as a whole, and let's see what you guys are talking about. So Justin wrote, where was Kelsey? At what point are we running Kareem Hunt into the ground? Old Alex? O-line? Well, we'll get to Kelsey in a little bit, but as for Alex Smith, I don't think we're seeing an old Alex. I just think we're seeing an Alex that is still improving. He actually had another aggression as he did the week before. Alex is being one of the most effective quarterbacks in the league right now, and that's something to talk about because, my God, that guy is doing things that I never thought he would. He's throwing the ball on the field. That is a change that we haven't seen in the past 3 or 4 years, and I'm really happy to see it, especially during the regular season. And with that, he is being effective. He still does his checkdowns to save plays and save drives, and that's okay. Now as for Kareem Hunt, he's probably a top 10 player this year, and even Andy Reid said they're not feeding him the ball enough. So I don't think you're gonna see him being running the ground at all anytime soon. I mean, that's probably years down the line where he's gonna be like a Jamal Charles, where he's gonna be the workhorse. This team just has too many weapons. We don't have to feed him the ball every single play, but maybe we should. So Marcella wrote, need to clean up the penalties, though some called were BS. Because the schedule only gets tougher. Excited for the rest of the season though. Hashtag Chiefs. Yeah, I agree with Marcella. Those penalties are ridiculous. The Chiefs are the most penalized team in the NFL, and that is going to cost them games soon. We haven't seen it yet. Somehow we've escaped these games, giving up 301 yards of penalties. No! That is unbelievable. And with that, you're going to lose a game eventually. But we haven't yet, so we have to celebrate where we are now. It is a long season, and as she said, we have some of the toughest games. The next 6 weeks are gonna be insane, and they're also almost all primetime games. And the nation is gonna see exactly what these Chiefs are all about. JB says, looks like our Chiefs will be facing another good defensive team next Monday Night Football. It'll be 3 straight games that the offense will be tested by a great D.
Giggity giggity. Giggity goo.
Just hope we can come out on top again. Gotta clean up those penalties and protect AS number 11 and give Hunt and Hill room to make plays. Hashtag Chiefs Kingdom. Yeah, the Chiefs have faced probably some of the toughest defenses so far, and that is going to continue against the Redskins, and they're actually looking way better than expected. What they did to the Raiders was scary, and yeah, it made me a little worried for this game coming up. The Redskins are getting 373 yards per game. That's a rank of number 8, but the Chiefs are ahead of them, number 3 in the league. They're getting almost 400 yards per game, but the Chiefs are giving up a lot of yards. The Chiefs are number 28, and they're giving up 369 yards per game. The Redskins, on the other hand, are ranked number 5th, and they're only giving up 272 yards. The Redskins must have a really good defense, as we saw last week against the Raiders. Giving up only that amount of yards, ranked 5th, that's a really good defense, and the Chiefs are giving up way too many yards on defense, but they're coming out on top because they're not giving up too many points. That's really what it comes down to. This Monday night game against the Redskins is going to be a true test. Luckily, it's at home, and it is, again, a Monday night game. The Chiefs have to be victorious if they want to prove to the nation just how dominant they are. And now Michael writes, anybody else think Reid was punishing Kelsey today? Yeah, I mean, Kelsey only had 1 touch for 1 yard, and that was it. He was strictly on the field just for blocking purposes and probably just being a decoy. Now that's a really interesting take because it looks like that's exactly what it was. He could have been being disciplined for his actions in the past 2 games, getting those really bad unsportsmanlike penalties. Really show him, here's the deal, man. You are a team player and you're gonna have to earn it for next week. And I think it could be. Or it could be that really he just had no looks. Alex could not throw the ball to him. We will never know for sure, as Michael says. That's what it appears to be. Now another fan, Daniel, had a different take on why Travis Kelce was absent in this game. Daniel writes, good play calling, Andy. Keep that fucking Kelce out of the play calling. He made his choice not to stand, so keep him out of the plays. And after the game, just cut his ass. We don't need this kind of stuff. Very frustrating and made me very angry to see this out of him. What? So this ignorance that Daniel showed was probably 50% of the comments that I had to sift through, and it got me pretty heated. What we got going on is that people are missing the point, and they need to really think back why these players are kneeling in the first place. Not about the anthem, not about the flag. It's all about the African Americans that are struggling in this nation, and they're trying to show that. Colin Kaepernick kneeled because he wanted to show the social injustice that's going on in America, and he wanted to do it the only way he could. When the camera's on him, there he is, kneeling during a national anthem where you're told you need to stand. And that made everyone ask him, what are you protesting? What is going on? And he explained it. I want to make sure that America knows we have police brutality in this world. We have racism that is unnoticed to many, and people are sweeping it under the rug. And that is why I'm going to kneel. You have to respect his right to protest, and you need to respect the right of all the other players now. If Colin Kaepernick said, I am kneeling because I feel like military veterans that are coming home don't have proper health care, they don't have proper benefits, they're not treated right, everyone would rejoice, everyone would accept that. But what he did say was,
ultimately it's to bring awareness and make people realize what's really going on in this country. There are a lot of things that are going on that are unjust, people aren't being held accountable for, and that's something that needs to change. I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that has to change, and when there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand.
And with that, you sweep it under the rug, and you pretend it's not happening, and it's gotta stop.
That's all I have to say about that.
But back to sports, let's go into some positives. Let's look at what Jeff had to say. He writes, great game by Hunt yet again. I can't believe so many people passed on him. Houston is healthy, the defense has fire, the offense is clicking, well, except for the 5 sacks. But this team is what we've been waiting for. Also, screw politics. Yeah, I gotta admit, the politics thing has gotten heated. It's really divided everything. It's made this season kind of weird for a lot of NFL fans. But it's definitely making a great conversation. But he's nailed it, man. This Chiefs team is something that we have been waiting to see for a long, long ass time. And I'm so excited that we get to experience this season. Every game has seemed exciting. The defense, like you said, is getting better. Terrence Mitchell is a hero last week as he got 2 interceptions, and we've been dogging him for so long. I called it last week. I said that they're gonna grow, they're gonna have to learn without Eric Berry on this team. And can you imagine if Eric Berry was on this team? We would be going so far, and the world would really know how dominant this team's gonna be. But with that, I wanna see those drinks go high in the sky, and let's do that chant. Oh!